What do we got?
Pete Costello from Anti-Crime, his DOA, and his partner's wounded.
Oh, man.
Maya Anderson's his partner, right?
Yeah, she's gonna be okay. She took one in the arm.
Anyone in custody?
No, I mean, we don't even have a description yet.
Pete and Janie have been married like 10 years. I mean, somebody's got to talk to her. Hey, Baldwin.
Hey, you all right?
Yeah, the bullet just went through. Did you hear about Pete?
Yeah.
I mean, somebody's got to go and tell his wife, Janie. Can you call her?
I'll take care of it.
Right now, you need to tell us what happened.
We were on patrol, and we saw these two guys trying to boost a car.
What'd they look like?
Black, in their 20s, maybe. We identified ourselves, but then they just started shooting.
As you were approaching?
Yeah, I got hit and fell down, then Pete got hit.
Did you get any shots off?
I think I hit one of them in the chest. I don't know about his buddy.
Can you ID him?
I don't think so.
Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
Maybe, I don't know.
Anything else you can give us? Clothes, facial hair, anything distinctive?
He had a blue shirt, the one who got hit, and dark pants and some kind of jacket.
All right, we'll be back later.
Hang in there.
You did good, Maya. Now you let the doctor take care of you. I'll come by and see you later, all right?
Okay.
Perp's hit in the chest. How far could he get?
Hey, do me a favor and get this man out of here.
Sorry, with the DOA, I'm supposed to wait for crime scene and the ME.
He's a cop. I don't like to see him lying there in the middle of the street with everybody gawking.
Yeah. Okay.
We appreciate it.
15 squad to 15 squad at crime scene.
Yeah.
Hey, you think Maya's gonna be any good for info later, or is that it?
I don't know. I'll stick close by, see if she thaws out.
Copy that. Connie and Rita say they got a guy who saw a black male run into a building a block away about 20 minutes ago. Looks like he might be injured. You guys handle the crime scene. Let's go. Anything?
We got blood here.
Where's a witness?
We got his information he took off.
What's up?
You see anybody go in the building bleeding?
Didn't see nobody. I heard some running around, that's it.
All right, we're gonna go in and take a look around.
Yeah, sure.
Don't step on the blood.
Goodbye.
Over here.
Detective, I went ahead and ordered some flowers for Officer Costello's family. I put your name on the card. Oh, I took care of it.
Walk it, kid. You knew Costello?
We talked from time to time when I was working anti-crime. He was a kind man and a good officer.
We got the dead perp sheet. Name was Deshaun Troy, a couple collars for a grand larceny auto and other petty stuff.
Running buddies?
Nothing listed.
Who bailed him out each time?
His mom.
You all right?
Same floors that did Michelle's funeral.
Yeah.
They do a good job, anyway.
You still gonna pick up Michelle's daughter tonight?
If this thing wraps, yeah. If not, I'll call the hospital and see if I can do it tomorrow.
It's the last thing we need, but there's a possible child abduction on 6th and Avenue B. The other guy still on campus?
Yeah.
I'll get Rita to meet you there. Let me know if you need any manpower.
You got it.
Anything on the second shooter?
Nothing. Zero. I'm gonna make some more calls on it right now.
Did you know Costello?
No. Heard a lot of good things about him.
Showed me pictures of his daughter last week. 10 months, I think.
Kid's name, Marcella Cepeda. 2 years old, got taken 40 minutes ago. Mother put in a call and got her husband down here. Alberto and Colada Cepeda.
Any chance he wandered off?
Nah, that woman saw him get taken. The parents are saying, look at the birth mother. Kid's adopted.
I'll take the witness. Mr. and Mrs. Cepeda, Detective Ortiz. Can you tell me what happened?
I was walking Marcelo, and then I saw this dog running in the street, so I went after it just to keep it from being run over. It was maybe 10, 15 seconds when I turned around. He was gone.
What was he wearing?
Blue shorts, yellow top, and a white hat with turtles on the brim.
You didn't see who took him?
No.
You told the uniform officer the birth mother was someone to talk to?
Luisa Salazar. A few months back, the adoption agency called. The woman wanted to know if she could start seeing Marcelo, but we agreed there'd be no contact after the adoption. They said she kept calling and to be cautious.
Do you know where she lives, what she looks like?
We only met her once in the hospital. She's 19, maybe, lives in the city. That's all we were told about her.
We are going to see him again, right? I mean, she wouldn't hurt him, would she?
Right now, you need to go home. An officer will go with you.
Oh, my God.
Write down the name of that adoption agency. I'll be right back.
She says the kidnapper was heavy-set, late 20s, and Spanish.
Can she see his face?
The guy had a hat pulled low. Well, she'll look at pictures.
The sergeant radioed asking if we need to get aviation and canine rolling.
Tell them both, but hold on the Amber Alert till we're clear what's going on.
Right.
Come on. Let's get you home.
All right, if you hear or think of something later, call that number.
Yeah, okay.
Who is it?
Police. How you doing? Your parents home?
My dad's at work.
What about your mom?
It's just my dad.
I'm Detective Clark from the 15th Precinct. What's your name?
Robert Dupree.
Robert, were you home this morning?
Yeah.
Skipping school?
I got a cold.
There was a shooting outside this morning. You know anything about it?
Heard 2 policemen got shot.
How'd you find that out?
Neighbor told me.
Which neighbor?
Some guy.
You don't sound like you have a cold, Robert. Did you see something?
No.
Robert, one of the policemen who got shot died. Now, I know you want to help find the person who did that, so let's just lay it out, okay?
I was coming out of the building. I saw the policeman on the ground, and these 2 guys running all scared. But I didn't see their faces. So I can't help.
How do you know they were scared if you didn't see their faces?
I don't know.
If it was you who got shot, and some guy saw it, and they lied about it, and they let the guy who shot you go free, how would that make you feel?
He said he'd kill me if I told.
He killed a cop. He's not going to do anything the rest of his life except sit in a jail cell. Come on, let's go down to my work so we can talk about this some more.
I should call my dad and tell him.
Well, we can do that from down there. Yeah, and he's saying the 2 perps, one of them was bleeding, holding his stomach.
That's the DOA we found.
Yeah, and he's saying that the second perp, the one who threatened him if he'd say anything, he was also bleeding from his right hand. He was holding his right hand like he'd been shot.
What's up with his parents? They know he's here?
Mom's out of the picture. Dad's at work, drives a truck. Robert hasn't told him yet, but he said he should check in with him.
Just now he said that?
Back at the apartment.
But nothing about calling his dad recently?
Not since the apartment.
All right, don't bring it up. Kid asks again, talk to his old man, we deal with it. Till then, we keep it tight between us that we got him. Just you and me, that's it.
Okay, what about the boss?
Now, if we put him in the loop, it's just gonna be a problem for him.
Yeah, it could be a problem for us.
I'm looking for a cop killer.
What do you think I'm doing?
Then keep the kid under wraps. I'll get to all area hospitals for male blacks with hand injuries. You get the kid set up with the mug books.
Excuse me, Luisa Salazar work here. Luisa Salazar? Detectives Ortiz and McDowell, we need to talk to you a minute.
I'm working. We can see that. We need to talk to you. Where were you between 9 and 10 this morning?
Working. Why?
The little boy you gave up for adoption? Somebody snatched him this morning.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Is he all right?
We don't know. Have you had any contact with the family that adopted him?
No, how am I supposed to? I don't even know where they live.
You never tried to contact them?
No. I called the agency, but that was different.
Why'd you do that?
I wanted to know if there was a chance I could see him. They said no, I said okay.
And you let it go with that?
I made changes in my life. I wanted them to know about it.
We pulled your arrest record. Picked up twice holding meth. You had to know that wasn't going to open doors.
Look, I've been clean for 16 months. I figure eventually I gotta take that into account. Then maybe I could be a part of his life. You know, they do that. There is open adoption.
You still with the father?
No. I am definitely without him.
When'd you see him last?
When I told him I was pregnant. He told me to get an abortion.
And you haven't talked to him since?
I got no reason to talk to him.
No desire to get your little family back together? You, him, the little boy?
I wouldn't raise a kid with that asshole. I wouldn't raise a snake with him.
Well, what's his name and where can we find him?
He didn't want the baby then. Why would he want it now?
Let us worry about that.
Javier Sirota. Okay? He works at Queens Auto Body on Northern Boulevard.
Keep yourself available. She doesn't leave without us getting a call. So, Javier, how old are you?
39. Could ask me that at work.
39. So how old was Luisa Salazar when you knocked her up?
She said she was 18. She told me her birthday. I did the math.
I think you came up a little short.
She making some kind of complaint.
How'd you meet? Pick up crews in the high schools?
She lived a few doors down, and then she lived with us for a while.
You and your wife?
She couldn't get along with her folks. My wife felt sorry about it. We took her in.
And you nailed her.
Just happened, you know. I'm not saying it's right. It's just happened. Now, what's going on?
The son by you and Luisa was kidnapped from his adoptive parents this morning. You know anything about it?
Nothing at all.
Explain a little more about your relationship with the girl. You know her parents? They know about you and Luisa?
No.
How'd you manage that?
I told her how much damage it would do if she told. I told her the best thing would be an abortion.
So you were screwing with her head, too?
Look, I said I would pay for it and then drive her to the clinic, but the day of the appointment, she disappeared, ran away.
That's the last you heard of her?
My wife gets updates from Luisa's mother.
You and Luisa, you've had no relationship since then?
No. Probably no other guy either. Her mom told my wife she went queer.
You're saying she's a lesbian?
She's got a girlfriend. Teresa or T, something like that.
Where can we find her?
I don't know. Maybe Luisa's mom got some idea.
What's your number?
She's gonna get back to my wife. I mean, what's the point if I wasn't involved in the kidnapping?
Write the number and the names of who can verify where you were this morning, and maybe you're not a caller for rape. Your wife, that's your problem.
Yeah, all right. Thanks. How's the kid doing?
Still looking at mug books. I got Josh keeping an eye on him.
Ask for his dad again?
Nah. He's hungry. I'm gonna run out and give him something.
The two squad. Oh, sure. Hold on, Sergeant.
Ballistics report came back.
Lieutenant.
The slug found at Pete Costello didn't match our DOA shooter's gun.
So the second shooter is in the win is the one who killed Pete.
Yeah.
Detective McDowell, Mrs. Perry called from Social Services. They need your signature on the foster care release.
Can you call her back for me and tell her what we're dealing with today and see if I can do it by fax?
Of course.
Today's a big day?
I was hoping. We'll see what happens.
Where you at on your case?
I need to look into the birth mother's girlfriend, Teresa, see what the deal is there.
It was a desk sergeant. Tells me a cop on the third floor went into the bathroom and found a little kid who said he was brought there by Detective Clark. You know anything about this?
He's a witness. You gotta look at the second shooter this morning.
He can ID the guy?
Yeah.
How old is he? 12. You have any plans on telling me about this?
I'm the one said we should keep it tight.
Nah, it was both our decision.
I'm assuming that's because you haven't talked to his parents.
He hasn't been asking.
All right, this is our only eyeball witness on a cop shooting, so we can't risk anything.
The risk is calling his parents.
You do nothing more with him until his parents give the okay.
Lou.
Am I being unclear?
It's going to be one big hassle about is the kid safe, which he is. Are we going to protect him, which we are? And in the end, the dad is still not going to cooperate, and we can forget about IDing his second shooter.
The kid's testimony is worthless if we don't notify the parents.
We don't need the testimony. We just need him to point out the shooter.
This goes by the book, so call the parents in or I'll call them myself.
Oh, that's just great. That is just great.
15 squad.
Yeah, I got a few words for this asshole who went running to the sergeant instead of coming to us.
Detective Clark, there's a call for you.
Detective Clark. Hey, Jerry. Yeah, what's he doing? You put him in a cab? Okay, I'll take care of it. Thanks, Jerry.
What's that?
Bartender from the Brick House Grill. I guess my dad is drunk and he's causing a scene. Like, I need this right now.
How long has your dad been drinking?
First I heard of it. He won't leave. I gotta do something.
I get down there and deal with it. I'll call Robert's dad and I'll bring him something to eat. Go.
Hey, Jerry.
John,
I'm sorry to call, but you got into it with a couple of guys.
Did you call him, Jerry?
1 second, John. Man, these were guys just laughing a little loud.
Disturbing the atmosphere, bothering patrons.
What do you do about it? Showed his badge, got in their face.
I just asked, could they possibly show a little courtesy, which you might also do by minding your own business? I don't know what the hell you're doing here.
What's going on, Pop?
It's my day off. I came in for lunch, a little highball. I don't know what the problem is.
I think you might have let the highballs get ahead of you.
That doesn't happen.
Okay, why don't you let me get you back home?
Why don't you mind your own business? You and him. And then refill that.
Dad.
No, I'm gonna make my own way home, John.
Come on, Pop. This is your place. You don't want to sour things here. We had a cop killed this morning. Don't make this day worse for me. Hey, Jerry, I'll come back for this tab. Forget it, John.
We appreciate you coming in to talk to us, Mr. Architecto.
Yeah, look, are you gonna put my name in some computer?
Are we gonna find something if we do?
12, 15 years ago, I got involved in some scrapes. Nothing too serious. I don't want you guys all, you didn't tell us. So here I am.
Nah, we got the heads up. Now tell us about the shooting this morning. Where were you?
At the window in my kitchen.
How far away is that from where it happened?
Across the street, 4 stories up, maybe 50 yards south. Too far away to pick anyone out of a lineup if that's where you're going.
What'd you see?
2 black guys standing next to a car. 2 cops walk up to them. 1 guy, 1 girl.
How could you tell they were cops? Were they in uniform?
Just clothes. But they had the walk. I mean, you could tell. So, the cops get the 2 guys separated.
All right, this is after the shooting started.
I ain't got to the shooting. That's coming later.
When later?
While they were frisking them.
Wait. So you tell me the 2 black guys didn't start shooting right when the cops walked up?
No, I said what I said.
You sure about that?
What's going on here?
Just tell it the way it happened.
Well, that's what I've been doing. Unless you want it some other way.
I'll keep going.
While the cops are frisking the 2 guys, the one with the girl cop pulls a gun. He starts shooting, the cops shoot back. About a second later, they're both on the ground, and the 2 black guys are hauling ass.
Well, you can't explain why you're here 6 hours later after the shooting instead of speaking up on the scene?
Last thing I want to do is introduce myself to a big crowd of cops with a bunch of neighborhood people watching. But I ran a few errands and it was kind of eating at me, and then I came back and found your card under my door, and I took it as a sign to speak up, you know?
Yeah, well, we're glad you did.
Don't sound like it. I can walk out that door and forget it if you want me to.
No, just write down what you told us, all right? I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, I'll wait to hear from you.
How you doing?
Good. I should be released soon.
I need a minute alone.
Sure. What's wrong?
I just talked to a witness, said you and Costello were about to cuff the perps when the shooting started.
Well, we were walking up.
I talked to him, Maya. He's solid.
It was like I said.
I know what you went through this morning. And if you're confused, that's understandable. But this witness isn't going away. And there could be more that's still canvassing.
Well, I heard something, and I thought Pete's guy was giving him trouble.
This is after you tossed your guy.
Yeah. Well, I started to toss him.
You're not sure?
It happened so fast.
So you looked over at Pete, see if he needed help.
It was just a second, Baldwin.
Look, I appreciate you're upset, but Klein's not going to do anything for us right now, Maya. I need to know what the hell happened.
I started to toss him, and I missed the gun.
We got to correct this right away. I'll talk to the ADA, see what we can do about your statement.
Everybody's gonna hate me.
We're going to work this out. And don't talk to anyone else about this till you hear from me.
They're gonna hate me.
I'll talk to you later.
You're doing a real good thing here, Robert.
Yeah?
Yeah. Your dad will be here soon, and I don't know what's going to happen, but you're doing a real good thing.
When I heard the policeman died, it made me sad because of all the policemen that died in 9/11. Really wish I could have done something that day, just to help.
We all felt like that. What matters is you're helping now, because we really want to try and get the guy who did this.
Okay.
Hey, Robert.
Hey.
How you doing there, champ?
Good. I haven't recognized the guy yet.
Okay.
How'd it go?
I got him home. I'll check in on him later.
Something's eating at him.
Yeah.
Your suspect, Teresa?
TT, picked her up at her apartment. We're gonna talk to her in a sec.
Any sign of the baby?
No.
Robert,
Dad.
are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm Detective Sipowicz, Detective Clark, Lieutenant Rodriguez.
Robert's been a big help.
Listen, let me save everybody a lot of time here, okay? He's not being a witness.
A police officer was killed.
I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. And I know you guys are doing everything you can, which explains why you took my son out of the apartment without telling me. Now, I'm willing to look past that, just like you're going to look past Robert being a witness.
Sir, we'll do everything we can to make sure he does not have to testify.
I'm not putting him in danger.
The safest thing for your boy is to get the guy who did this locked up quick.
Well, it's not going to happen. Let's go, Robert.
Well, it's a good thing we played this straight, because we're in terrific shape now.
Go ahead and believe what you want, Andy. Just keep working the case.
In narcotics, you lose a witness, you're out a kilo. This is a dead cop we're talking about, and he ain't coming back.
I know the difference, and don't you ever say something like that to me again.
Our only witness is gone, Lieutenant. Gone!
I'm warning you.
Detective,
What?
Bellevue ER just admitted a black man with the tip of his right finger missing.
Cool down and don't come back here.
Connie, real quick.
I'll get the car.
I know we've talked about this, but I gotta hear it now, that if I get gunned down in the street, you'll take care of Theo.
Is this what got you going toe-to-toe with the boss?
Just tell me that you'll take care of Theo.
You know I will. You don't ever have to worry about that. Don't do this. You're not alone. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere.
All right.
Go to the hospital, okay? In an hour, this whole thing with the boss is gonna blow over.
Thanks, Josh.
So, Teresa, TT, where were you this morning between 9 and 10?
My apartment.
You weren't anywhere near 6th Street and Avenue B?
Not a chance.
How long you and Louisa been together?
Who's Luisa?
Louisa Salazar, who you bailed out on a meth charge last year. We talked to people who said you're together. So, how long? A year? Year and a half?
Like that.
You help her clean up, get her straight?
Yes, so what?
So, why are you sending her away?
What are you talking about?
A witness saw you carrying that little boy. With this, we go federal with the kidnapping charge. That's 20 years minimum. No time off, you do every day. You and Louisa.
I ain't said nothing about her.
You're in this together. You're linked.
I tell you to break the law. I'm as guilty as you are. You go down, you're taking Louisa with you. We already got her in custody.
You can't do that.
It's already done. The only thing working for you now is how bad we want that little boy back. Tell us where he is, and if he's safe, there'll be consideration for both of you.
We're gonna find him with you or without you, TT. Only difference is what the outcome is for you and Louisa.
How'd you find the family that adopted him?
Luisa saw them on the subway. Just by accident, she followed them home.
That's when she got the idea?
It's her baby, you know, there should be respect for that. Assholes at the agency basically told her to go screw herself.
You gave the boy to someone after you took him. Who was it? A relative? A friend?
I have to see Luisa.
Tell us where the baby is. We get him tonight. We can arrange for you to see Louisa before you go in the system.
I gave him to my aunt in Brooklyn. I told her I was taking care of him for a friend. He's fine. I call every hour.
You're taking us there.
You're not lying about me seeing Luisa, right?
We're not lying.
What's up?
I got a little situation here.
All right.
Pete Costello got killed today. Well, his partner's Maya Anderson.
Your girlfriend?
We dated.
What do you need, Baldwin?
She got shot. You know, her partner got killed right in front of her, you know, so she wasn't thinking straight.
When she did what?
When she gave her statement.
She left something out?
She said the perps started shooting as they walked up, but actually it happened a little later.
Who was derelict?
Well, she didn't toss a guy. She took eyes off him.
Did it get her partner killed?
No, the perp we're looking for got a partner killed by pulling the trigger. She just made a mistake.
All right.
So is there anything we can do here?
Tell her to give me a corrected statement and I'll put it in the file with the notes from the scene.
Then she'll have two stories. That's a red flag. Look, the only part that's changing is how the whole thing jumped off. That's it. You know, she's a cop. She's in a jam and she needs some help.
Here's the file. Give it back to me by the end of the day and put what you need to in it.
I owe you.
You don't owe me anything.
Where were you between 7 and 8 this morning, my top?
Home.
Doing what?
Getting the top of my finger grinded off.
How'd that happen?
My girlfriend gets a peach pit stuck in a garbage disposal, jams it up. So I reach in to fish it out. She gets the bright idea to turn on the light so I can see better. Problem is, she hits the garbage disposal. Is that why I'm here? Did she call you guys? Let me tell you something. You get your finger chewed off because your girlfriend hits the switch and see if you don't backhand her.
We got witnesses saw you and your buddy Deshaun argue with those cops this morning.
What?
Yeah. So let's forget about peach pits and garbage disposals and talk about what went wrong.
I think we got some wires crossed up in here.
Now, we could put this whole thing on Deshaun, okay? I mean, that's how you're gonna want to play this.
I don't know no Deshaun, and I don't know nothing about arguing with no cops this morning.
Why'd you wait 6 hours to go to the hospital?
I ain't got no insurance. It wouldn't stop bleeding, so I had to go.
We're gonna look into your life, Martel. We're gonna run your criminal record and talk to everybody you know. And if we see anything about you and Deshaun Troy having any contact...
Look all you want. Whatever it is got y'all pissed off, I didn't do it. I swear to God. I can't write with my left hand.
Work it out.
Where you been?
Canvas.
Anything?
No.
Where's Jones?
He's talking to Maya. I guess she remembered some extra details about the shooting.
Like what?
I don't know. He's headed down there now.
You like him?
Maybe. We'll look into him, see if he has any connection with the DOA shooter.
How's he explain the finger injury?
Garbage disposal. We'll check on that, too.
Hey.
Robert, wait in the hallway. Did you guilt trip him about 9/11? I mean, that's what he brought up to me as reason for wanting to help.
I didn't do that. None of us would do that. Your son brought that up on his own. And whether we get your help or not, I want you to be clear. We don't throw that around.
Well, he wants to help, and I don't want to start teaching him not to.
You're a really good son, Mr. Dupree.
He's not testifying. If you want him to look at some photos, that's fine, but that's all he's doing.
We'll meet you in the hallway.
Hey, boss, if he's not going to testify, there's no need to get all formal with the lineup.
We just need to know we're dealing with the right guy.
All right. Let's take him in the observation room. We'll show up.
Robert, we're gonna lift this shade up. There's a two-way mirror here so the person in there can't see you. You tell us if you recognize the man sitting at the table in there, okay?
Okay.
That's him. He's the one who said he'd kill me.
Go on home now. We'll be in contact if we need to.
Hey, Robert. Really appreciate it.
So this is the cop killer.
That's him.
Do what you gotta do.
You're not gonna be able to read it too good, but I gave it my best shot.
It's It's all you can ask for.
I hear that. So what's up?
How's your hand doing?
You know, same. Still hurting.
Bandage holding up?
Yeah.
Let me see. Come here. Cut it down to the bone, did you say?
Yeah, a whole half a finger is gone. Garbage disposal took it right off.
Ow! You got picked out, Martel.
Picked out of what?
We know you were out on the street with Deshaun this morning.
I was with my girlfriend this morning. Hey, take it easy now, okay?
You are gonna start telling the truth now, Martel. You fall back on any of your lame-ass lies, I'm gonna grind your stub finger into this table.
I swear to God, I don't know what you're talking.
Put it all on Deshaun. He's not gonna say any different. He's on a slab down at the coroner's office. A cop got killed, Martel. The rules are different. You're gonna give it up or you're gonna get put through pain you never imagined. Lay it all off on Deshaun.
Okay. It was an accident. But Deshaun got it rolling. He had the gun. He did the shooting. I was just there for the car.
How does that make it an accident?
We work in the cars and the cops come up. I'm nervous because Deshaun's been inside twice and he already said he ain't going back. But it's cool. Everybody's behaving. And then this chick cop turns away from Deshaun, gives him an opening. He took it.
That's not an accident, Martel.
He started shooting. They started shooting. I just hauled ass out of there.
But you did have a gun on you.
No. Yes, yeah. I had a gun, but I didn't use it.
Where is it?
My boy Jason's.
And when we get that gun, is it gonna match the bullet we took out of that cop that got killed?
That female cop turned away from you. You had the opening. You took it.
You come looking to take somebody in. You don't turn your back on them. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Hank.
So why am I here? You know I'm gonna get fired.
The boy's back with his parents. We're gonna need your statement, Louisa.
Can it just wait?
You got 5 minutes.
They were gonna lock you up and... Can I hold her? Just a little? We're gonna get through this, okay?
I'm never gonna see you again.
No, that ain't gonna happen. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be fine.
Clock leave? Had someplace to be. Spoke with Pete Costello's wife. Meant a lot that you got Kate's. So good work. Pass it on to Clark. You know, procedurally, as a boss, there's a lot of bases I gotta make sure get covered.
You know my side of it.
But is it gonna be a problem? Because you and me butting heads didn't help anything, just wasted time.
The case cleared.
I'm asking you and me. Is it going past today?
All I cared about was making the case. That's all I ever care about.
Same here.
And we're on the same page. Meaning this horse is dead, but for some reason we're still here beating it.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. How'd you do?
They both went. Rita's getting them to central booking. That social worker call back?
All the paperwork came through.
It's wrapped up?
We're good to pick her up. You all right?
Connie? For the baby.
Rita. Thank you.
I'm sorry it had to come about the way it did. Losing your sister.
I know.
It's been hard knowing what to say. But I'm really excited for you.
It means a lot to me.
You call me later? Tell me how it's going.
I will. Thank you. So, are you ready? We don't want to be late.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I mean, I don't want to rush you.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I called you a couple of times.
I wasn't picking up.
Where you headed?
I'm gonna stay with my folks a while. I called the command. I'm taking some time.
When you coming back?
I don't think I am.
Well, you don't need to make any big decisions right now, Maya.
I can't face work right now. Everybody's gonna be talking about it. No one's gonna want to partner with me.
That's not true.
I watch other people do the job, and they're quick and confident, and I say that's what I should be, but I'm not. I mean, I love the job. I love my fellow cops. I'm just not good at it. And Pete, I can't believe he's gone. I mean, he'd still be here if it wasn't for me.
Martel Cates killed Pete, and we got Martel locked up for it.
I gotta go. Thanks for cleaning up the statements for me.
Yeah, no problem. Call me when you get there.
Yeah.
Maya, don't get down on yourself, all right? And things like this, if you let them, they build momentum, and just don't get down on yourself.
Okay. See you.
John? Are you?
Yeah.
Nets are on. Losing, unfortunately.
How you feeling?
I'm fine. I shouldn't have been drinking on an empty stomach. And I ordered the pork chops, which took too long, so I had a few more in the meantime. Got away from me. Oh, please, Raph.
Dad, can you turn that off?
I'm watching it.
Well, I'd like to talk to you about what's going on here.
Nothing is going on.
It's not normal. You getting drunk in the middle of the day. It's not normal you getting drunk at all.
Maybe you're not as perceptive as you think you are.
Oh, come on.
No, you want to start talking man to man? Fine. You were shocked, no, stunned, to learn recently that I have the same natural urges as any other man. Now you're learning that I have a drink or two. It's time you grew up.
After you copped to seeing that prostitute, are you sure all you got from IB was a 10-day rip?
What are you asking me?
Should have been fired. Doesn't make any sense.
I just got the rip.
Because I know they offered to turn you out as an informant to save your job and your pension.
Which I refused.
Are you sure?
How dare you?
Well, you barely returned my call since then? And now I gotta drag you wasted out of a bar at noon?
So I'm a rat. That's what you think about your father.
Something's going on?
Your son finding out that you're a whoremonger, that's a little humiliating. Putting a blemish on a perfect career, that is also humiliating. All of which takes time to work through, which I am sorry is not up to your pace.
Something's going on.
Yeah, well, that doesn't make me a rat. Now, I'm watching this game. You want to watch with me, that's fine, but this conversation is over.
I guess I'll talk to you later.
Not about that. You don't bring that up again.
Should we ask if there's a problem?
She said it'd be 10 minutes. That was roughly 7 minutes ago.
But on the phone, she said the paperwork went through.
That's what she said.
I'll probably need to get a lawyer for the official adoption.
We'll get you one.
She said it can get complicated.
That's why you get the lawyer.
I understand that. I'm just a little concerned because when someone says it can get complicated, who knows what they mean?
Probably paperwork and stuff.
It's a lot of things running through my head.
Let him out.
Feedings, diapers, colic. Will she sleep the night? Will I sleep the night? You want the whole list?
Got at least another minute.
Do you think Valerie would know a decent adoption attorney? I mean, how often would she interact with them?
Hi, Connie. We're all squared away.
So we can take her home.
You can take her home. In a few days, you'll get some copies of the foster care paperwork and the birth certificate. You have my card if you need anything.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck.
Oh my God, Andy.
I can't believe it.